Hey everyone, we're back here in Bali. I'm going to be doing a sparring breakdown of me versus a bodybuilder. All this and more after the intro.
All right, we're going to look at some sparring footage of me and one of my students, Aaron, in class. I'm going to kind of just point some things out as we go along here.
We're going to talk about this too.
So we can see here Aaron is getting pinned down in side control. I'm staying real heavy on his hips. And he's trying to make an effort here to kind of get out. And I'm going to kind of point out some of the mistakes he's making. So first thing we're seeing, one of the problems Aaron's having is his foot connection to the mat. Aaron's not doing a very good job of keeping his feet on the ground here. And this is one of the things that is making it difficult for him to start his escape, is that he's not making that good contact with the mat. So if you look here as the video kind of continues, let's figure out how that works. You can see he's not making that strong connection with his feet. So when he goes to turn in here, he's relying mostly on his upper body. Now he makes more of an effort to turn in, but it's a bit too late. Here he gave me time to set up the arm lock. So little things he could have done differently here. Let's look back. So I put some pressure on him with the knee on belly. You can see the lack of contact with the mat there, with the feet. As he does turn in to come up, he stops halfway, right? So if Aaron would have continued going all the way up to his knees, he would have had an opportunity to go for the single. But I also stepped over his head. With that step over the head, it really kind of shut down his opportunity to come all the way up. And that's what left his arm open there for the arm lock. All right, so right away, I'm just kind of like establishing some grips here. Aaron's kind of missing he's missing starting out here, making that initial grip on me back. The one grip that's kind of giving him the bigger problem here is this hand, right? He needs to make sure to peel this grip off first before he starts trying to initiate any sort of guard passing. This is my connection that's allowing the collar and sleeve to create force, right? Like I'm pulling down with this grip, which is making it hard for Aaron. And then this left foot on the hip is pushing away, and this is what's making him feel trapped in my guard, right? So as long as I have those two opposing forces at play, it's going to leave him more vulnerable, especially to this arm. This arm down here through the center is going to be very vulnerable to attack. So let's just kind of see what happens here as we can continue. So Aaron's trying to use his knee here. He's doing a good job trying to pry that space to get his pass going. He does a good job clearing through, but I advanced, right? So when he stepped to the outside, he left his chest pretty high, so I was able to pick up this underhook here. And with the underhook, I've already set up my knee twist, right? So with the knee twist sweep kind of waiting for me here, he kind of took my bait, right? I kind of transitioned from that collar and sleeve control straight to the knee twist half. And then we'll kind of see what transpires from here as we continue. Aaron's doing a good job trying to face in, but I got a pretty tight lock to his knee here. I'm trying to give him a little space to work to see if he can work it out. Does a good job backstepping. So like Aaron did pretty good there. Let's take a look back real quick. So he kind of realizes that he doesn't really have much of a chance to finish the pass to the left. So he makes a post here. He makes a post here with his hand, which is good. And this is what's going to allow him to kind of switch over to the other side. Like if he stays where he's at right now, I'm going to come out the back door here. We don't want our opponent coming out the back door. They'll take the back real quick. So Aaron does the next best thing, which will be a back step pass, which is what he demonstrates next. Does a good job here moving forward. Yeah, he hits that back step. But where things kind of go wrong for Aaron was his hand positioning, right? So like if you look he didn't stay up high on that post. He didn't cover my head, so there's nothing stopping my head from driving back in towards him. So it was really easy for me just to kind of pummel this hook inside. And then I just used like a basic elevator sweep here to start coming on top. This is what left him off balance and made it easy for me to start my reversal. He's kind of doing the right thing by trying to raise his level, but at this point, because especially that grip I have on the hip is so powerful, it's going to be really hard for him to get his hips up and away from me, and I'm going to be able to win this sweep. So I start moving on to the top position here. Again, Aaron's making a good effort to kind of get on the side here. Starts coming in on that single. Again, just not fully committing to it, and now he's kind of in a position where he's exposed his back. Again, I'm just playing heavy here, trying to take advantage of any mistakes. Again, Aaron doing a good job coming up on the single. I drop my hips. He's going to try to peek out here. It's a good try, but just didn't follow through with it. So again, Aaron makes a critical kind of mistake here as he goes for this peek out and reaches through for like a high C. High C is just not a good position you want to reach for in here. It's really kind of leaving his arm exposed. This arm here that he's leaving between my legs is leaving him overextended. If you look already, I'm reaching over to underhook the other arm as he turns the corner here. And the real mistake Aaron made was staying too committed to this hip. He's just staying on that hip. He didn't raise his hips up. He's not really committing to come out here. So I think he maybe must have got a little bit confused in the moment. And what we'll see here is he tries to come out. It's because he stayed on his hip. It just fell straight into the crucifix. And this is, a tough spot to work your way out of. I got a Kimura grip. Again, Aaron's making a good effort. He's trying to move around a little bit. He could be bridging on top of me a little bit more to create some more pressure from bottom, but he's looking a bit lost. So I'm going to look to take advantage of the arm here and pick up another quick arm bar. Aaron doing a good job here, looking on his hitchhiker escape. He tries to go back the other way, but walks right back into the arm bar. So he did good here to start. So again, we're here in the initial armbar entry. So let's watch what he does, because he does pretty good here, and we get to about this point. So I've switched my legs over already. When my legs go to this opposite side here, when both my legs pass over Aaron this way, what kind of happens is it starts opening up omoplata for me. So Aaron's aware of that. What Aaron wants to do is he wants to keep walking his legs out in this direction so he can start coming up. But when this happens, I can switch to omoplata. So Aaron knowing that about me, is doing a good job thinking ahead here. He decides he's going to try to go back the other way. With that, he does a good job blocking with his arm here. You can see him blocking with anticipation of the armbar, but my hamstring's just going to be much stronger than his forearm in this situation, and it's going to be able to make it an easy transition for me to go back on the armbar and pick up a quick submission. So he's doing good. I'm trying to give him some space to work and working our way through it. So again, we come back in. Aaron makes a mistake again. Let me get that collar, so I pick up an easy collar drag. And again, I start working my way into side control here. Aaron again kind of staying too flat on his back. So you look at his bridging. This is a big thing with my guys, is I'm always pointing out their bridging. Aaron's only got one foot connected to the mat here. He's got this connected, but this leg's not really doing anything. He's trying to bring the knee in, but it's really not enough for him to get the space that he needs. He needs to be bridging over his shoulder, and he needs to make sure those feet are connected to the mat. If he wants to really get me off, he needs to be bridging this way over that shoulder and driving with both his feet to get the angle he needs to get the space he wants to do to get out. So if we continue here, Aaron really trying to redirect my head there. Gets his hips out, but leaves it open for a pass. And I start working my way into the mount here. So I start to look for a choke here, kind of put some heat on Aaron, trying to get a reaction out of him. Let's see what happens next. I start opening that collar up. He knows the choke's coming, so he's not going to stay. And he made a critical error of not defending his right arm, so it's going to make it an easy transition for me to come in here on the arm lock. So here we're coming in again. This time I'm playing De La Hiva. Again, like grips are so important in jiu-jitsu, you know? So if you look, my collar grips here, Aaron's looking for my wrist with one hand. His other hand's on my pants. And if you look at his stance is already kind of like, you see this line? It's kind of created this line between his heel and his knee. The problem is he has no base. He's very off balance because his legs are all going in one straight direction. So it's not going to take much. All I'm going to need to do is pull him forward off his hips and extend my legs, and I'm going to tip him over really easy. So let's see kind of what happens next here. So I pull and kick, and there we go. And so this is a little berimbolo entry. I'm working. Not bad for a super heavyweight. I start making my way on top. Bridge over, and then we are kind of in the same passing position we ended up in earlier. Again, Aaron's doing a good job here. He's doing a good job using this top leg. A lot of people like to scissor with his top leg and try to like hook either the leg one way or another. It's not too much of a problem to deal with. What's important is that I just keep my hips square and try to circle over. I think we'll see what happens next here. Kind of keep advancing my position. Yeah, I step around. Aaron doing a good job trying to bridge. And he feeds right to the Kimura. All right, so we do one more. I start to kind of give him a little bit of positioning here, give him opportunity to work a little bit. He's doing a good job here. You can start looking on, he's looking for that attack, that top arm for an arm bar here. You can see he's kind of reaching in. He needs to get his arm in deeper if he wants to actually commit to this one, and give him a good opportunity for the arm bar. You can see my hand positioning here with my other hand. I'm blocking my head. I know if he starts attacking arm bar, I want my hand there so I can frame on that leg and make it harder for him to come over. And meanwhile, I'm just being mindful. I like to really try my best if I can to keep this space between my elbow and knee kind of open, but this is kind of bait. If he steps that leg in for taking the back, it's easy half guard recover for me. And again, if he steps over the head, he's going to give me the arm bar. So we'll kind of see how Aaron responds here. Again, me just working some defense. So Aaron attacks Kimura, and you can kind of see what I said before, that hand positioning right away left me in a position where I could start blocking the armbar before he even goes for it. So I'm already kind of set on my defense. So as we move forward here, Aaron attacks the armbar. I'm giving him a chance to work through it, and I managed to peel that grip off. Now I'm just kind of bridging over that the bottom leg here, which is going to help me come up. Aaron does the right thing here next. He's chasing that arm, looking on the arm bar. He's got a little collar grip to here, help him pull me in. I don't think it's going to help too much. So he's staying on the arm. I'm already on my defense, and he tries to switch to the triangle. So this is like good transition on Aaron's part. Aaron trying to drag this arm across my body to work his finish. This would be his chance. You can see he didn't quite get enough of a lock around his legs, and his hips are kind of low. So all these things are kind of making it easier for me to get on my triangle escape, right? Like you can see that gap space by my chest. It's kind of opening things up for him a little bit more. So now all I really need to do is cut the angle, and I'm going to be able to escape the triangle. So you can see right there, as he came around, I started to close the space off. The second this elbow and knee connect, it's going to be really hard for him to finish the triangle now. You can see already his guard got popped open. All the space is open now, and it's going to be easy for me to start moving in on my own offense. So I start to drop that knee, and Aaron makes a little mistake here. You can see he left that arm inside. So really all I have to do is throw that second leg over the head, and I get an easy finish. So yeah, that's just kind of like a quick look inside what I'm kind of seeing and what's going on when I'm rolling. I hope you guys liked the video. If you want to see more like these, make sure to leave some comments, like, and subscribe. Thanks.